Listen, your favorite artist, favorite producer is Kenny Beats for a reason. What's up, YouTube? My name is Jason, and this is my take. And I'm back with another video, and today we're gonna be reviewing the new Kenny Beats album, LOUIE. Now, Kenny Beats is one of my favorite producers in hip hop currently. He's produced a lot of songs for people, but he produces a lot of albums, and he locks in with artists. And honestly, some of my favorite albums that Kenny Beats has produced include Netflix and Deal with OD Greedo, Anger Management with Rico Nasty, you got Unlocked with Denzel Curry, then you got FM and Self-Titled from Vince Staples that Kenny Beats had his hands all over from a production standpoint. And if you think about those albums I just listed, they are all not the same. And that's the big thing about Kenny Beats. He works with so many different artists with so many different sounds, but yet really knows how to create a great batch of beats and songs for these people. That's really a gift. And so seeing that he's dropping his debut album over here, which is an instrumental project, I was very excited because Kenny Beats he knows how to just create, man. And if you ever seen his show The Cave on YouTube, like, you'll understand what I'm talking about. And this is a pretty special project over here, as it's dedicated to Kenny Beats' father, who was diagnosed with cancer. That his father's name is Louie, and we hear him actually on this record. So like I said, this is an instrumental album, but we do get some vocal contributions from some pretty well-known artists, I would say. But this album is great, man. Like, it's a very great listen. This is something that you could like play if you're studying, like if you are going out. Like, it has smooth moments, it has high energy moments, and it's all around a very consistent groove. And so let's just jump into some of these tracks. Parenthesis is such a bouncy kickoff to this album. And I love the chipmunk vocal chops, that they're very high pitched. And honestly, like, this was an it's a good way to start the album off. Like, the track is so feel good that you're just like ready to like dive into what's next and see where Kenny Beats takes you. And that goes right into the track Hold My Head, which is another highlight. Man, the hi-hats on this track give it so much movement, and the bass line is perfect. And that's a thing you'll hear on this album. The bass lines on here are just amazing. And we hear some vocals from Pink Sifu, which is a guy that I really enjoy as an artist. You guys should get into him. Might I suggest Gumbo or his collab with Fly Anakin, Fly Sifus. Just trust me. I love the track So They Say, because the drums on this track, it feels so live, and it's just such a great energy and such a great groove. I really love the track Family Tree. The guitar melody that's really leading this thing is a little light, but it's still very beautiful in how it sounds. And we hear Slow Tie. We get some vocals from Slow Tie in the back. I've been meaning to get into this guy, but what I heard on here is like, what had me feeling kind of weird. I was like, do I like this? Do I like not? So I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to give him a try. Y'all let me know in the comments what I should dive into if you guys listen to Slow Tie. One of my favorite tracks is the song Still. And I really enjoy this because we get some vocals from JPEG Mafia on this one. And this honestly really did feel like a JPEG Mafia song, not as out there and extreme, but I don't know, something that maybe could have landed on All My Heroes or Cornballs. The soul sample on the track Eternal was just so beautiful. And I kind of got a Dilla like feel to it. And honestly, that makes so much sense as to why I returned to it so much. And we'll get into Dilla a little bit later as well. The song Last Words is really everything to me. Like, honestly, like this song feels like if you're like driving on the highway and the sun is setting, and it has like that beautiful like chilling like color to it, like that pink fuchsia, another highlight being the song Drop 10. And first off, the children singing on this sample, or the kids seem like maybe a group. That was great. And Kenny Beats takes that and turns it into this really like feel good, like boom bap type of feel. Now, I talked about that Dilla feel on the track Eternal, but I felt it the most on the track The Perch. If you guys are familiar with J Dilla's Donuts, there's this track on there that's legendary and just in the hip hop community, especially amongst producers, and it's called Don't Cry. And it starts off with this soul sample, and then once Dilla starts chopping the sample, the song speeds up way more, the tempo changes. And that happened here on the song, and it just felt very familiar. And Kenny Beats was really working his magic, like on this one, like the way he was chopping, and the feel of this track. I really enjoyed it. And then there's the song That Third Thing. And I really enjoyed how bouncy this track was, mainly because the snares didn't really have as much of a presence. And I like those type of songs where it's mainly like the kicks and the hi-hats that really lead the groove. That snare is something that your ear is always waiting for, but I like how it was done here on this track. Now, the songs that really didn't do it for me were the songs Hooper and Really Really. And honestly, they were just a couple of underwhelming tracks in an album filled with very high energy, very feel good songs that had a lot more character and feeling to them compared to these two. So they definitely didn't bring the project down, but they stuck out to me because I just found myself not wanting to return to them as much as the others. But listen, man, like this is a very smooth, well put together instrumental project by Kenny Beats, and honestly just inspires me as a producer to just want to create and just really let the music speak to me, because that's really what it feels like Kenny Beats is doing on here, just like letting it talk to him, and really just creating this atmosphere for us. Like we hear his dad speaking. There's like one where it's like his dad on a radio show, or like I don't know if he used to be a radio show host, and just like little snippets of him and like a young Kenny talking. Like it really felt like a little story within it, even though there are little words on this project at all. And that's like very cool and very inspiring, to be able to create a lot with little like human contribution, if that makes sense. Like it really felt good. So man, I'm surprised that this is Kenny Beats' first like album, honestly. Like I really hope that we get some more of these and continue to see his growth and his evolution as one of the best producers in hip hop currently, in my opinion. So I'm gonna give this album a 9 out of 10. So what do you guys think of this new Kenny Beats project? Did you love it? Did you hate it? What were your favorite tracks? Let's have a discussion down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. Got more videos coming next week. I think we're getting a R.A. Lennox album. I don't know if that's Friday or it might be next week. I'm reviewing it whenever, but we'll see what next week brings for Jason's Take. But thank you guys so much for joining. Please like and subscribe to the channel. I'm Jason. This has been my take, and I'll see you next time.